The first is the blank or the empty state. This is what people see when they appear on the page for the very first time, when they log in or when they launch it. It's all about the first impression after all. While success and error states might naturally come to your process, states are long forgotten siblings. They're actually crucial in how a user interacts with your product, but they're usually the last ones to be worked on. Isn't that true? Let's have a look at some of the examples for the same. This is an example from Swiggy which shows what the screen would look like if the search returns no content, or how would the screen communicate that to the user. This is an example from Apple where there are two states of blank and empty projected here. If you can see, the one on the left hand side shows a blank or empty state for a user who appears in the camera roll for the very first time, and it actually shows what action could be taken in order to get rid of this blank or empty state. What are the actionables that a user can take here? Right, users should not feel lost. You can spur them to action, guide them, keep them interested so that they don't end up leaving the platform. And the one on the right actually shows what a screen would look like when the user performs an action that clears all the content. Even then we would lead to a blank or an empty state, but that blank or empty state might look very different in certain scenarios from the one that is used for a user who's appearing on the screen for the very first time. And this is a classic example of the same. Apple retains your folders even after you delete them. So it shows that there was some content that existed here, but the data is completely empty as of now. Now going forward, this is an example from Instagram where it shows on the feed that you can, it basically nudges you to follow people on the feed, whereas when you enter the profile section, it basically asks you to complete your profile setup. If you look at the extreme right example, it is actually says complete your profile 0 out of 4 completed. It'll ask you to add your name, your profile picture, and your other details in order to complete the bio. And that will later be projected in your bio section. Similarly, it shows your grid feed to be completely empty as of now, and it does say as a part of a highlighted text there which says share your first photo or video, which again nudges the user to take an action here and not feel lost with what to do with this blank or empty state, so it's not overwhelming. All of this defines the blank or the empty state.